Hello Libra, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. For others of you, this can be a current relationship. For a small portion of you, you could be dealing with somebody that you find to be, this is a situationship. For others of you, this could be a spiritual connection, and you know there's something special there, but no one's really speaking up. For those of you who are new, my method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides, I never have. At the end of this reading, I do channel archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel to provide you with some advice based on what comes up today. All right, quite an array of cards. We have 1, 2, 3 cards that are very, very intense, kind of dark, dreary. This is what your person of interest is feeling, but because you have here the mystery card, that's my past life card. This also indicates to me that you are either twin flames, soulmates, karmic partners, maybe even more. But those are the top 3 that I've seen that are the most intense spiritual connections. And in addition to that, one of the issues here is that whatever we have that your person of interest is feeling, you could possibly be feeling that too. So the feelings are quite intense, in fact. Here we have illness, wellness, followed by boundaries. Then we have pleasure, love, mystery, anger and rage, power, selfhood. Under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have abundance. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Libra, I do feel in this connection a sense of sadness, melancholy, loneliness. There are certain reasons why I can't be with you. And sometimes I have not been so honest and open with you, and I have not told you the reasons. But even though I try to go above the surface of the water, I try to see your shining face, and you are the sun. Something happens and something weighs me down, something pulls me down. I am unable to achieve that. Whatever weighs me down, I realize that in this connection, no matter how hard I try, my circumstances, they just don't let me go. And I can't let my circumstances go either, because this makes me who I am. I have certain responsibilities, restrictions, constraints, burdens. Certain things I just can't let go of. And this is the reason why I can't be with you the way that you want me to. It's not that I don't want to be with you. It's that my circumstances prevent me from being with you. And for that reason, I have put up boundaries. These boundaries that I put up, it is for me to keep a distance from the pleasure that I feel and how deeply in love I can fall in this connection with you. I have put up boundaries because I don't want to become emotionally attached, dependent, codependent. I don't want to be that person. But yes, I have seen, and I do know, that whatever has happened, It hasn't been right. By me putting up my boundaries, it has made an impact on you. And even on me. It frustrates me. Because now there's a lack of communication between us. Simply because there are boundaries. There's restrictions. There's distance. I also feel that in this connection, there is a sense of pleasure. The pleasure that I feel, this is true. It is immense. It's intense. There's a part of me that feels so connected to you on a physical level, on a spiritual level, and an emotional level. And all of that makes my soul happy. It brings me pleasure to be in that type of a connection. And yes, I do love you. I do love you. This love is unconditional. This love is pure. It's true. It's sacred. It's unconditional. And this love is only for you. What I don't understand is why and how this love is so intense. The love I have for you, it makes me feel as if I've loved you before. In a past life, maybe. If there is such a thing. It's as if I know you already. And I can talk to you about anything, not fear that you're going to judge me. I can be myself. And I like that. I feel that in this connection, you and I, there's a lot that we have in common. I feel your energy. There are times when I've thought about you and I swear it's like I can smell your scent. I can feel your presence, even though you're not there, but I know that you know me and I know you and I can feel you. And I think sometimes you can feel me too. I also feel that in this connection, there's a sense of destiny and fate. Where are we headed? Why are you in my life? Why now? I question the heavens. Why not before? Why not long ago? Or why not far into the future? Are we supposed to be together? Are we meant to be together? The feelings that I have sometimes, I have these very real dreams. They're extremely realistic, and I know that it's you, and I know I'm with you, and I know I'm comfortable. And sometimes when I see you, it feels as if there's something familiar about you, as if I've known you from before. And even though I don't really know you, it's a strange feeling as if I do know you on the inside. This intense feeling that I have come across, this feeling that I feel, it is a mystery to me, but I also feel frustrated and angry because it's so intense. And I feel frustrated and angry at myself for not being able to handle this because what did I do? I put up boundaries. I also feel frustrated and angry because there are limitations and I could have been a better person, but I was not. In this connection, I feel that you are somebody who has so much power over me. You don't know this. You are powerful, and therefore I feel powerless. You make me feel all of this pleasure and make me feel weak in the knees, emotionally vulnerable. I am yours. And you are so tempting, you don't even have to try. Yes, you are seductive. Right now, I feel that back then, I really did get to know you. But then things happened. And because of the way I behaved, you changed. Which is understandable. I did not behave in a very good manner. Very disrespectful. Because I took you for granted, I'm upset at myself too. I didn't value you. And to some degree, I did take advantage of you. I feel right now the sense of selfhood. I see you as somebody who is no longer that same person that I once met. You have changed. And I find it hard now to reignite that flame that once was very bright. I feel that it's harder for me now to approach you because I no longer know you. Because you've changed. Now, to me, it seems as if you're more self-sufficient, self-reliant, independent. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. And I see you being defensive. Once bitten, twice as shy. I also feel in this connection there's a sense of abundance. This abundance that I feel that it's important you and I learn from each other. I want to learn from you. I want to gain that wisdom that you have. I want to learn and I want to work with you. I know money and materialistic gain have sometimes been the topic of discussion. Assets, jobs, career, settling down, committing, moving in together. All of this sometimes has been an issue. And I don't want that to be an issue anymore. I want to work towards a goal. I want to have security and I want to settle. I want to settle down. I just want to be comfortable. I don't want anything that is materialistic to get into the way of what we truly desire. Do I love you? Yes, I do. Do I feel a spiritual connection with you? Yes, I do. Do I have the courage to reach out to you? I would. But my circumstances that I'm in, the internal and external factors, the people that I'm with, the situation that I'm stuck in, that all prevents me from being with you the way that you would like me to be. And so I keep my distance. All right, Libra. So, we have a situation here where there's anger and rage, frustration, impatience, upsetness over what? Over the fact that somebody here decided to keep their distance. Now, I do see here, this is a spiritual connection. Some of you may be in a connection where it is a twin flame connection, soulmate, karmic partner. For those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio, and I'd recommend, because of this situation, it's very intense, I recommend that you have a look at those videos. They're absolutely free for you to watch, and they're insightful. I have videos on that channel. This is on YouTube, called Asnointia Audio. The description, it's in the description box below, the link. You'll see some videos on relationships and advice. One is on negative energies, how to recognize and remove negative energies. I also sell packages for removing negative energies. Also, we have here the mystery card itself talks about a past life spiritual connection. If you feel that in this connection, it's very difficult for you to let go, if you feel that you are obsessing over this person and it's getting to the point where you feel literally you're feeling sick, the package that I have for past life readings, it really does give a lot of people closure. It helps you understand what is on this person's mind, what's in their heart, and why do they behave the way that they do? Why did this relationship turn out the way that it did? Because what I do is I go into the past, because I have the ability of doing that, and I tell you, this is what happened in your past, in this connection, and therefore in this lifetime, this is what's happening as a result. That usually helps people get the closure that they need. Now, of course, it does take me a while, and some of you, if you wish, you can place an order. If it's unavailable, send me an email and I will put you on the waiting list for a past life reading. As I was mentioning before, I also have the channel, and there you will see a few videos. One is called Sensually Intense Spiritual Connections. One is called Past Life and Spiritual Connections, and the rest of them you'll see in the playlist. So I would recommend you have a look at those, because for those of you that are really affected by this connection, and I do see that it's a very intense, and the fact that there's boundaries, that's not helping, honest to God. It's important for you to get some answers, and that's why I created those videos, because I am able to see this with my higher intuitive self, but also with the help of my angel guide, Angel Fakeel, and you can read a little bit about her on my website. All right, let's move forward. So here I have the Lover's Path Tarot. Ooh. All right. We have here the Six of Cups, followed by the 10 of Arrows. So the first set of cards that you just saw, I read those, and that is the current status. That's the current situation. The ones here, I read these looking into the past. So this is something that happened in the past in this connection with this person. Remember, this is a general love reading. It's not going to resonate for everybody. Most of the time it does, though. Thank you. But this is something that your person of interest may not have told you. So some of you may have gone through this phase of being they faded, like they ghosted you. They're not texting you as much as they used to, messaging you. And you're wondering, what happened to this connection? Where do we stand? The worst is when they pull back and then all of a sudden a few weeks later they show up and then they give you that hope and then they go back again, right? So there's that on and off, in and out relationships. I have a video on that too, guys. So have a look at the other channel, by the way, because there's lots of different topics that I've covered. And I still will be uploading more on that too. So here we have a situation where somebody may have ghosted you. You feel upset because they did not give you a reason or the full story as to why they're moving on. What's happening. So here we have the Six of Cups, followed by the 10 of Arrows, and these I read in the reverse. So let's have a look at what was on this person's mind, what was in their heart at the time. Your person of interest, they were trying to find sweetness within the home environment. Here, they were feeling restricted by the past and by past memories. There was a sense of lost harmony, and there was a sense of cynicism. What I'm seeing here is this person was trying to shed thoughts, sad thoughts that constrained them regarding the past. Now, this past could be a person that they were with literally a few months ago or a few years ago. whoever. It could have been a relationship that they had a bad experience in. Also, this could be something from their childhood that is very traumatic, and it's restricting them from moving forward. Parents that divorced, people that were alcoholics, and maybe somebody here was violent. Certain things like that really do change the life of an individual. So there's something going on here that was not happy. To go further back, this card can also indicate issues. And feelings, intentions, and emotions are the only things I've seen that come through the past life. Mostly. Memories are very rare. But those three things are kind of seeping through. And that's in the past life. So this could indicate heartache, pain, sorrow, suffering from either the past life, from your childhood, and this is cross-watcher, from their childhood, and also even adulthood, something that recently happened. Maybe somebody walked out on someone and they could never trust them again. Maybe somebody found someone cheating, right? And there's that lack of trust. So there's some type of heartache and pain here associated to the past. The problem is this person is unable to move into the present mentally because they are stuck on the past. There's certain things about the past that they don't want to think about because it hurts them. Now, it's hard to be in a relationship moving forward when you were in those type of situations, but you never healed. Crosswatcher. Did you heal? Clearly, some of you have not. What is needed is that sense of healing. And once a person is healed, they can move on. Here we have the 10 of Arrows. Here it talks about a lack of understanding in this connection. Accumulation and the lack of wisdom. Here, perfect emotional wisdom was needed in order to gain experience. This was the end and the desire to end a difficult situation. They wanted to share their knowledge with others and with you. Here, it also talks about more needs to be considered before a complete understanding can be gained. Also, it talks about overwhelmed by too much information and getting lost in the details. Yeah. That is what happened, Libra. Somebody in this connection confessed to somebody. I don't know, is it called love bombing these days? When somebody just says, I love you. So somebody here ended up doing that. I don't know if it's called love bomb. Let me know. Because I'm not in with the times, guys. So somebody here said or expressed themselves in a way which was very emotional. Now, this could be you, this could be the other person. But what happened as a result, the problem that took place, was the fact that the person became too overwhelmed with whatever information was being given to them. They were overwhelmed. They literally, emotionally and mentally couldn't handle it. That's how overwhelming that situation or that information was. And then we also have here getting lost in the details. So getting lost is because of the confusion and the lack of understanding and wisdom. But getting lost is also because maybe instead of writing a paragraph, somebody wrote 20 pages. It happens, guys. That's how you get lost in the details. Because then you lose focus. I have many times said, communicate clearly, 4 to 5 points. Point form, bullet form, okay? And that's it. Literally a couple of sentences, and that's it. Okay? Because what happens is people then are able to focus. There is a topic that's being discussed. Of course, in between, there are so many important things that have happened in the connection that you want to mention it. But don't mention it. Only talk about what's truly, really important. And because if you don't, this is what the result is. People actually do get lost in the details. So it's best to keep your communication concise, to the point, very logical, and very factual. Yes. All right. Let's have a look. We have here the Beginner's Tarot. You had this come out first, so let me put this one out first. You have here the Knight of Swords, followed by the Tower. And then you have the Two of Swords. So here I look into any action, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. Oh, interesting. Okay, Libra, not bad. Okay, there's an intention here definitely to come back into your life. So let's just breathe, everybody. They are coming back into your life. Yes. Here we have the Knight of Swords. They are starting to get a little scared because they think that somebody else may have you. They don't want you to be with anybody else. Sorry, guys. They feel that they need to hurry up. They need to rush in. And that's what they're doing here. With the Knight of Swords, this is somebody who wants to rush in and literally just sweep you off your feet. And it will be more of a shocker in a sense. It's like you'll never believe who I just saw today. You'll never believe what just happened. So it's going to be very swift. Okay? The reason why they're doing this is because they themselves have realized something. Here we have the Tower card. They've realized something, an epiphany, a realization, an awakening moment. Something is going to happen that is going to create them to think about, or it's going to create them to think about, even if that sentence makes sense. Yes. Okay. It's they're going to formulate a plan based on something that has happened. I'm seeing the word analyze and assessment. Okay, so they're analyzing and they're assessing. I'm seeing illogical thinking, but also critical thinking. I'm seeing these words right now in my mind's eye. So your person of interest, this is the swords, right? So you are dealing with somebody who's coming in with a sword. That does indicate somebody who thinks with logic, wit, wisdom, but also very sharp. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's either black or white. There's no gray area. So you're dealing with somebody here that literally wants to get to the point. However, whatever's happening with the Tower card here, there's going to be some type of realization and things are going to change in this connection for the both of you. We also have here the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is a really nice card because it does talk about how this person has kind of separated themselves. We think it's bad because they're ignoring us. However, in a way, it's a good thing because now they don't want to see anything. They don't want to hear anything. They have put these swords across their chest. Is it good for us? Not really, because we feel like they're ignoring us. However, for them, it is important because now they're trying to see a different perspective. The perspective that they see is a bit more logical, a bit more focused. They have detached themselves from the everyday world in order to regain that balance because they just want to deal with the situation at hand. They don't want to spread their wings and also deal with this situation, plus this one and this one. They just want to stay focused. That's what they're doing here. In the end, this connection talks about somebody from the past who was in your life passionately, and then they were gone. There's a time when that person now is coming back to you. They're returning, and what they want is to have that sense of victory. With this victory, there's a feeling that, yes, you know what? We both can be together and we can settle down. We can move in. Commitment. I'm seeing the word commitment. So your person of interest does want to give you this commitment. Here with the Two of Swords, they need that time out to kind of think about things. Even though they're in denial, they don't want to deal with anything. They realize that if they don't, nothing's going to happen. The overall arching theme, which is absolutely beautiful, this is one of my favorite cards, the Knight of Cups. With the Knight of Cups, it does talk about how in this connection, somebody who you have had a romantic connection with, or a love interest from the past, it is that individual that is going to return into your life. A return from the past. Somebody who was romantically involved, or somebody that you just simply had romantic feelings for. Now, what's interesting about this is that this is not you chasing them, okay? This is them coming to you. So that indicates to me for you to let them have that tower moment, let them have that kind of contemplation that they're having on the inside, and eventually we have this person and they're on a horse. We got the Knight of Swords, we have the Six of Wands, again a horse, and we have the Knight of Cups, a horse, right? So there's clear movement here from the other person, so you just have to sit back and relax. Don't even do anything. Just do what you're doing, okay? Continue what you're doing, because I do see that this person, based on that, will come back into your life. You got 3 cards that indicate this, but 2 of them are really huge. This one tops it all. I love this one. This is beautiful. This person is coming back with a sense of love, very gentle, very soft. This person is not aggressive in any way. But it's a nice, hopeful card, because it does talk about somebody returning from the past with love. All right, just going to do a quick prayer. All right, these messages are brought to you by our archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. We have here perfect timing. Followed by improving health. After that, we have success. Then we have opportunity. No need to worry. Followed by meditation brings answers. Under the bottom of the deck, you do have a timeline in the near future. So, not bad. There's quite a few things here that they want to talk to you about. So here, these messages, perfect timing. This does talk about time and how things will happen according to divine timing. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. You won't even know when it happens. Because, remember, this person's coming back into your life, but they're going through a little bit of a phase there, that whole tower moment. And then we have the Two of Swords, right? So there's this quiet time. And it's best for you to just reflect on whatever is going on in your life, but let things happen organically. Do not approach this person. Don't try to force the situation. Do not be the chaser, because this individual is supposed to come back to you. And if you disrupt something, it could be that eventually things may change, because then you kind of change your timeline. Or the reality that you're in. But by changing and making a different decision, the outcome will be different. So this is the outcome, provided you don't do much. Okay? If you change this, if you do something, then the outcome and that reality will change. The result, the outcome will be different. Here we also have improving health. So for some of you, hopefully not all of you, but for some of you, there have been health-related issues. It's been very draining on you. I'm getting stress, depression, anxiety, frustration, even. It's somebody here's been been kind of obsessing over the words that the person of interest had said. Like the last words that somebody heard, it's almost as if it's haunting them. And I totally understand that. That happens. Yes. However, remember, whatever you're going through is what you're going through, and whatever this person has gone through in their past with the Six of Cups. Sure, it's not an excuse that way, but you need to understand wherever this person is coming from too. And that's a much deeper conversation, and I'll probably create a video on that on my other channel. But we need to understand where the person's coming from and know what they did was not right, but what they did was not on purpose either. They didn't deliberately try to cause you pain and heartache. It's just the circumstances and the consequences of what they did, right? People usually, it sounds weird, but we say people make us feel bad. People don't really make us feel bad. People say what they need to say and we feel bad. It depends on how we react to that, right? We create that emotion. Either it's the thought or it's the emotion that comes first. And with that, that's a problem because we allow ourselves to become in this state. So please do pick yourselves up. Go to the doctor if you need to. What I have is the chakra checkup. That's a package on my website. I would advise that some of you get that if you feel that there's a misalignment between your mind, body, spirit, and your soul. Because the type of package I have, it allows me to see into your home, around your aura, inside of your body, which is your chakra centers. So I do see negative energies. I can tell you how many you have and what you have and where they are. I also have Angel Fakiel to help and confirm in that process. So I do have the tools for that, and that's why I created those, so that at least we can get rid of these things from your life. You don't need negative energies, and they do drain you. Try to stay around positive people, think positive thoughts, and don't get that sort of feeling where, if you're with people and you know they're draining you, it's time to move on from those type of people. You can't be around that. Even if you get rid of negative energies, those people will have negative energies and they can hop on, or like fleas or like ticks, they jump from them to you. Okay. And then they're stuck on you because you're a tastier treat at that point in time. So you have to also be aware of your surroundings and the people that you're with. Here we also have success. So there is going to be success as long as you listen to your intuition. This is your soul speaking to you, the body / the spirit. Your soul is much more older and wiser than you are. Here we also have opportunity. So I do see here there will be an opportunity that's going to come to you. And this could be the opportunity that's going to happen in perfect timing. You won't know when this is going to happen, but when it does, you're going to say to yourself, the timing couldn't have been better. That's what you're going to say because of the way these cards just came out. We also have here, yes, some of you have been worrying, and because of the worries, it's had an effect on your health as well. So they are saying here, there's no need to worry. Worrying happens, but it's really not that productive. I know it's hard. Try to distract yourself. Do something different. Do something that's really important that you had to finish, right? Worrying only attracts negative energies. So we need to keep kind of a boundary on that. We don't want to be that open vessel every single time for negative energies to enter because we're feeling confused and lost and frustrated and angry and sad. Here we also have meditation brings answers. So this is meditating to the divine. Here we do have the Christ conscious. That's Jesus. If it's not Jesus, you can also simply just pray to the Supreme, the Almighty. And remember, always say the holy white light of God. Holy white light. There's many lights in the universe, and not all of them are holy. But if you say holy, then you've targeted the right individual. Okay. So do meditate. This meditation could be minimum, Angel Fakil has told me, 21 minutes if you don't have time, 2 to 3 minutes for a prayer, but really mean it and know that they are listening. I know this because I do it all the time. And for me, it's a fact. Honestly, it's weird. But it happens. They hear you. The angels hear you. God hears you. And sometimes you will receive what? Meditation brings answers. You will receive the answers. How? From your intuition. Because they're going to talk to you. You talk to them, you put the problem out, and then you start to get all the pieces that you need in order to solve the issue that you're in. Here we also have in the near future. So this is really good. It talks about how in the upcoming future, many things are going to change for you. You're going to have an opportunity. You're going to be successful. You're going to start to have more of this introspection of who you are, what you want, how things are going. It will give you a much better perspective, but that only happens if you connect with yourself. Connect with yourself. It appears that some of you have been quite busy with life, busy with work, family, kids, whatever. It's tough to take that time out. Try to take about 15 minutes if you can throughout the day just to give yourself some me time, right? And appreciate something in life when you're doing that. Have a tea, a cup of coffee, whatever. But do take that time out for yourself to reflect, because it is important that you know who you are. Because there's not just one part of you. There's not just the physical. There is the mind, body, spirit, and the soul, right? So this package is all of you. And so even if you are giving attention to just the one aspect, you need to understand you need to take care of the rest of yourself too, because that makes you who you are. Libra, that's it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity and some guidance in your situations. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I do read the comments, and I do appreciate when you guys write me what it is that's happening in your life and how this reading may have affected you positively, hopefully not negatively. But let me know, did it resonate? All right. You all take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.